Hello and welcome to our second judges rating on shutternutters.org. Today we're rating Motion Blur.
Motion Blur, yes.
Just to run through how it works, people have submitted pictures to our website, shutternutters.org, and then people can rate those images from 1 to 5. 1 is a poor image, 2 is an okay image, 3 is a good image, 4 is an excellent image, and 5 is like a world-class, unforgettable image.
Billboard photo.
Yeah, exactly that kind of thing. Magazine cover, international ad campaign, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So after the competition ends, everyone's got a week to rate the pictures, and then they come to us.
Come through to us.
And then we rate them the same out of 5, and we add the scores together, and they get a rating out of 10, and the winner is the winner.
The winner is the winner.
The prestigious yellow beanie.
It's something to hold, isn't it?
It is. It's.
I want a yellow beanie myself, but as you may have seen in the last video, we disqualified Dan for putting an image in, so
It's a good image.
I can't.
Anyway, shall we crack on?
Yes, let's get into it.
First image, Mini.
Oh, original minis.
Yeah.
These have got a soft spot in my heart, minis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. It's,
So
what do you think?
it's a good image. I like it. I like it's quite clear, focused on the mini.
Yeah.
You know, the background. It's got a good pan on it.
Mm-hmm.
So the background is a little bit blurred.
I'd like to see a slightly slower shutter speed.
Yeah.
Just see a little bit more motion blurred, a little bit more
Yeah.
drag.
I can agree with that. The background looks blurred, but they say that little bit more being in key with the competition and stuff.
Yeah.
I would have liked to seen that myself, in all honesty.
And this is perhaps me being picky, but I'd have liked to see the car going the other way. I like the spacing in the shot. I like that it's got room to move into.
Yeah.
I like where it's sat in the frame, but I'd have probably liked it a bit more if it was going the other way. Maybe that's something you can't help. Maybe you can only sit on this side of the track, or...
What is it about it that makes you want to have seen it going the other way?
Why? Because it's going slightly uphill.
The downhill image may have been...
Yeah, you kind of like read from... I think if it was going uphill the other way, you kind of read from left to right. Maybe it's just me being stupid.
I think I can agree with that.
Yeah.
You said it, not me.
Oh, you can agree with me being stupid? Or
Yeah, no, I can agree with you being stupid. No, overall, I feel like it's a really good image. I'm toying with the 3 for this one.
I can agree, yeah. It's definitely more than an okay image, but it's not, oh my god, that's excellent.
No.
You probably wouldn't get a job exclusively as a motorsport photographer
From this image. It's not an image I would put in my portfolio.
But it's a good image.
But it's a good image nonetheless.
3 stars, agreed. It's from James Brook in Peterborough. I wonder if that was at Rockingham Racetrack. That's in Peterborough, isn't it?
It may possibly have been. So we've got a 7 overall. It was given a 4 in the public vote.
Well done, James. Noble steed.
Noble steed. And that is a noble looking steed.
Yeah.
I like this image. It's nice with the sand all kicked up in the bottom left portion of the image.
And that gives a sense of motion.
Yeah, the mane being thrown up, blowing in a gale. It's really nice.
I like it. There's just little things that I think could be tidied up, like this guy in the background.
Could have been taken out of the image.
Yeah, or I don't know. Maybe it's quite difficult to do that. But yeah, overall I think it's okay. I don't think it's the best. What are you thinking?
Rating wise?
Yeah.
I want to go... I do like this image. I want to say 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm toying between a 2 and a 3, but I can kind of...
You gonna meet me?
I'll meet you at 3.
All right.
Sandra Hedge in Aberdeen.
Your accents get worse and worse. I apologise to the viewers of this for Dan's terrible accents. So it's 6.25 in
Yeah,
total.
the public agree with us. Rigging bait at the speed of a shutter. You're into fishing.
I am into my fishing, so this piques my interest already. That boat is travelling at some speed. To be able to sit there like that. Is that a bucket of fish in front of him as well?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It looks like a bucket of fish.
Yeah.
Like, the props to you. I'd be holding on for dear life. Slightly bright for me.
It does appear slightly overexposed, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, it does. It does seem overexposed, but I like the images. A lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's very much. It piques. Obviously, not just because I'm interested in fishing, but it piques my interest. I'm finding myself. I'm looking here and I'm looking there, and I'm really interested in the photo itself. Good motion.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit too bright for me.
You know what I'd have liked to see, if it were possible, and I don't know. Maybe I'm chatting shit. I'm probably chatting shit. If you could have this on a tripod.
Yes.
And kind of drag the shutter speed a little slower,
Okay.
and you probably need an ND filter on it or something, because it's slightly overexposed as it is,
Yeah.
so I don't know why that is. Maybe the aperture doesn't go low enough. Maybe this is a really bright sunny day. I mean, you can see the lighting's a bit harsh on it, so it probably is a really bright sunny day.
Yeah.
Maybe use an ND filter. Maybe a tripod if it's possible to secure the tripod to the boat, because obviously the boat's rocking around a bit.
If that boat looks like it's going at, it's not.
Yeah,
It looks like it's going at some speed. I'm
I'm just thinking to kind of drag out the water
Yeah.
a bit more.
a little bit smoother on the water.
I don't know if I'm shit there.
Overall, I really really like this image.
I do.
I want to give this a 4.
Yeah, I can agree with you. I think it's intentionally overexposed.
Yeah.
It just adds to the effect, I think. 4 stars.
4 stars, easy.
Anthony again. He in the last competition also did an environmental portrait
He did.
of you remember the guy on the street corner?
Yes.
The old guy.
The old guy on the street corner.
Yeah, and also I think we were a bit harsh on his picture of a toad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it the the toad and the frog? Yeah.
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 I
We apologise.
but that
But
was
this is an absolutely cracking image.
Yeah.
Really like this. So well done.
7.75.
And the public agree with us as well, more or less. 3.75.
Yeah.
So it's a total of 7.75. It's a good score.
Good maths. Yeah. I wonder if he does a lot of environmental portraits, because that's the second one we've seen.
Yeah.
And also, I guess it's kind of in his genre, isn't it?
Yeah.
From the ones we've seen, they all seem to. It has a certain style to it, so it's good. I think that's good. As we see people's work come in, this is only the second competition.
And we're already seeing people sort of revisiting, and
Yeah,
that's it. Don't feel like you can just enter one. Like, if you want to enter all of them, enter every competition. We like seeing people that come back to us.
yeah, and we don't mean it meanly if we say something horrible.
No.
It's constructive criticism.
Constructive. None of this is meant to peg anybody down or anything. It's all just sort of constructive criticism
Yeah,
as regards to the photography.
exactly. Let's crack on. Runaway lorry.
It's intriguing. The first thing I've spotted is the light.
The ones going
Yeah,
diagonal.
they come up, the rays.
I wonder if they've knocked the shutter as they've hit it as something's been driving past. Maybe like there's another lorry that's gone past with lights on the top. They've got lights on the top sometimes. And I wonder if they've just knocked the shutter and it's just sort of knocked
Moved
the
it on,
camera.
it could have been slightly higher lorry, could have moved it, but
I don't know how else you'd get that. And these ones in front of the headlights as well would make they've knocked the cameras, have hit the shutter.
yeah.
I think. But what I find odd there's obviously this light running across the bottom, so a car or something's gone past.
Yes, yeah.
But the lorry, which is the runaway lorry in the title,
It's perfect.
is like stood still.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's moving. There's a van in front of it
Yeah.
as well.
So they're in like standstill traffic. I don't know. This obviously they've used a tripod or something to balance the camera on while
Yeah.
they're taking the picture. I'm thinking it's not by any means a poor image,
No.
but I don't think it's a good image.
I'm sitting between the sort of two mark.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that. Hannah back from Frankfurt.
Germany.
Oh, so the public have given that 4 stars.
4 stars.
Wow, maybe they saw something we didn't. It's all subjective, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Close 6 in overall.
Yeah, decent score. On the Cob, Lyme Regis. What do you think this was taken?
9 readers.
So that's a solid guess. This is quite interesting. So it's like a multiple exposure shot, I suppose. The same woman sort of taken a few times.
There's 2 women. Come on. There's a blonde-haired lady at the front, and that's looks redhead, maybe brunette at the back. Can you not?
Yeah, okay, yeah, 2 women.
I was wondering what he was on about then, but yeah.
What do you think it's for, women? Do you think there's 2 blonde ladies and 2
There
redheaded
could
ladies?
potentially be, quite easily.
I
No.
think it's more likely a double exposure.
A double exposure on
So
it.
I think you've probably got 2 women walking by and 2 shots. I like it, it's interesting.
I've
doing
never shot anything like this myself, so this does interest me.
I was doing a street photography thing, a meet-up with my photography cult in Grimsby.
Yes.
And we were doing street photography, and I was there with my tripod doing kind of similar stuff to this,
Yeah.
but motionless. So you've got a static background and people walking past,
Yeah.
so the people are blurry, kind of similar to this, but this is better than anything I got.
Better than anything.
Street photography is not really my thing, but I like because it's not just motion, but it's not just slow shutter. It's actually multiple exposure. I think
I think technical wise, this is
it's
a good
good.
image. What are you feeling for it?
I like it. I mean, are you seeing what I'm seeing? I'm seeing 2 people walking along the beach.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm seeing this white areas where the waves have like broken, and this is water and this is sand.
Yeah.
I think. Let us know if that's right or wrong. And I like it. It's a bit grainy as well, but I think it adds to it.
Yeah.
Does that?
Yeah. I agree with you completely.
Yeah. You know, I could see this kind of being hung up in an art gallery.
Yeah.
Would you?
I could. Yeah, I could go for that.
It's
It's just. It's
artistically.
It's making me think a lot. Like.
There's just something intriguing about
Yeah.
it.
there's
I
something-
like
I
the
could
colour
look at
palette.
this. I could look at this photo for a long time.
Yeah, and I like the limited colour palette in it. It's not bright and in your face. Like the other one was bright and in your face, and that worked.
Yeah.
And this is very
Opposite
muted,
end of the
and this
spectrum.
worked.
Do you think this was intentional with this shot as well, just like the other one maybe was intentionally overexposed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to give this 4.
I was thinking 4.
Fosters out of 5. I hate
What?
that album.
What even was that?
Arctic Monkeys.
Arctic Monkeys, right, okay. I should have known that.
Doug Chalk again from Bridport. Yeah, people agree with us. 4.25.
8.25 in total.
Well done, Doug. Keep them coming.
More horses. I'm
Wild
sensing a horsey
horses.
theme.
Yes.
This is wild horses.
Yeah. That's what the title says. 2 horses. Twice as good. So interestingly, to compare this to the earlier picture of a horse, and maybe that's not fair, but if you, well, as we have done, seen these two pictures, the previous horse one and this one,
Yeah.
how does this compare to that? Do you like it more, less?
I like this image less.
Do you?
How do you feel about it?
I kind of like it more because they're in a natural environment,
Yeah.
and I
okay.
like the two horses are running together. It's sort of a bit of interaction together. I'd have liked more space on the left hand side,
Yeah. Okay.
and that way you've got space for them to run into. I like this one a lot, but the only thing is the harsh kind of lighting from the
Yeah.
back. I think it's got potential is what I mean. I like it
Yeah.
a lot for its potential, but as a picture this isn't something I'd hang on my wall.
No.
I'd like it as a personal shot if I took it. This would be like one that I showed my friends. Oh look, I saw these wild horses, but it's not something I'd print out and have big on my wall. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I can agree.
Anything to add that'd improve this, do you think?
Like you said before, a little bit more space for them to run into. Maybe this is. I would have maybe liked a different angle on the
Yeah.
horses as well.
Yeah, it's a
Just
very
maybe
straight
from a
story.
side on
Yeah.
sort of shot as they're coming towards you.
Yeah,
Sort of from the side shot. I think that would have been absolutely lovely. But again, maybe that's me being hypercritical again. You know, can you run fast enough or position yourself in front of a load of horses to be able to get that image like that?
yeah. I think generally as well from this and the previous horse one is we don't seem to have seen much motion blur. And
No.
that's what the competition's
Yeah.
about. So it does depict motion, but
As
I
far
think
as
if
motion blur is concerned,
yeah, I
you've
think
not
if you
panned
panned
with
on
it.
those horses a bit more, slightly slower shutter speed, you'd have kind of got a bit more motion blur. Maybe the legs moving and the bodies of the horses still, if you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, I agree with that. So
I think okay, but not too good. I'd say that's between a 2 and a 3 for me. Probably closer to a 2.
I'm feeling closer to. I did want to say 1, but I feel that's been a bit too
Yeah.
harsh. I can come up with 2. I
Yeah,
just feel like as regards, like you're saying, as regards we're in a motion blur competition, and I don't see much of that motion blur in this
at
image.
least the previous horse one had like the blur of the dust coming up from
Yeah,
his feet.
the sand kicking
yeah.
up and things like that. It had a bit to it, but
Mhm.
yeah, maybe they say just a bit more pan.
2 stars.
2 stars.
Michael Wing from Grimsby.
3 stars from the public. Okay, so there's a 5 overall.
And this is the last one, fairground attraction.
Now this looks fun. I like this.
I know what you mean. You look at this and you just kind of drawn into it.
I just want to be. I
You
want to
wanna-
be in that image.
Yeah,
I mean, you wouldn't see me in the image, but I want to
Yeah.
be in that image.
yeah. I know what you mean.
I love the both rides are sort of going at the same time.
I think that's the
They capture
perfect.
the lighting
Yeah.
very well.
But that's the thing I was going to say. Like that's taken at the perfect time of day, where they can expose long enough for them lights and the sky.
To be
Not be blown
bright.
out.
Yeah, to come blown out too bright.
Yeah. And it's obviously a lot brighter than the sky, so your focus is dragged into that main attraction, fairground attraction. I like the title; it kind of adds to it, doesn't it?
It does.
I think this is brilliant. This is exactly
This
kind of thing I wanna
this
see.
this is the thing when we say motion blur into the competition. This is what we're after.
yeah,
This kind of image has been Taylor sort of taken. No, maybe not taken for this competition, but Taylor taken to be motion blur,
exactly. Yeah.
which is exactly it's hit the criteria. And I highly like this photo.
Yeah, I couldn't see it as anything more than like I couldn't see this sort of being on the cover of a magazine, say, or a part of an ad campaign for Fairgrounds, but I
The
really
image
like
looks.
the image.
The image looks really well, and it also looks really fun. You can't. I don't think I pit anybody to look at this image and go, "I want to be there."
Mm.
So I'm thinking 4 for this.
I absolutely agree.
Definitely.
4 is exactly what was in my head.
Yeah.
Alex Fenn from Southampton.
There we go. Got
8.33, so that's the winner.
Is that the winner?
That's the last image. That's
Absolutely
the winner.
perfect. Well done, Alex.
Yellow beanie on its way.
Please, if you can, send us a snapshot when you get this out. When you get the beanie,
Yeah.
we want to see you. Perfect. Be awesome.
Stick the beanie on. Yeah. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. So just a couple of things to mention.
Yeah, we've got another competition running. Do you want to explain that, Dan?
Yeah, we've got waterscapes, landscapes, and cityscapes. That's one competition. We've also extended the entry deadline for the bird photography competition because I think we only had like 4 entries or something down.
Yeah.
I mean, as it progresses, more and more people are going to enter.
Yeah.
With it still being a new website, we're still after more interest.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought bird photography was a massive one. We got a lot of entries into the black and white one. Obviously, anyone can have a go at black and white because
Yeah.
they can convert any image to mono. But I thought bird photography would be a popular one. There's not many entries in it.
Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of bird watchers, isn't there?
Yeah.
So,
So please,
anybody who
please.
sees this, if you've got an image, send it in.
Yeah,
Let's have a look at it. We want to see them, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. So well done, Alex, and we'll see you for the next competition.